Aljo just took on Cory Sandhagen. Guys, going into this match, I had picked Aljo. Now, I don't say that to say I told you so, because I was not bullish on that pick. These were two hammers. Put that in perspective for you. Going into this fight, in conjunction with Henry Cejudo walking away from the championship, many people, Ariel Helwani included, said, hey, you don't need to set up a fight for that vacant championship. You've got the fight. You got the two right guys now. Aljo and Sandhagen should be fighting for the strap. You already got the fight. Add 2 rounds, put the belt up. We're all done here. Let Peter Yan come in and take on the winner. I'm not arguing for you that that is what should have been done. What I'm suggesting for you is that's how good these two athletes were, and that's how big this fight was. Now, at the absolute 11th hour, Dana steps in and goes, you know what? That is a great fight. And whoever wins that will be fighting the winner of Yan and Aldo. Okay. I'm only setting the stage for you so that you understand these are two killers. Okay, Sandhagen, absolutely unblemished record and has proven he can do everything, everywhere. He'll take it to the ground. He'll fight all night. He'll knock you out on the feet. He can do a little bit of everything. Here's the thing with Aljo, even though his record isn't as beautiful with that big goose egg like Sandhagen's, the thing with Aljo is every time he has lost, it is because he has found himself in a fight that was harder than he thought it was going to be. And whenever that happens to an athlete, things can unravel very quickly. So the reason I picked him is because he knew this was going to be a hard fight. He knew how good Cory Sandhagen was. And Aljo's one of these guys who can really game plan. I mean, he's got lightning fast strikes. He's got very good defenses, but his wrestling's through the roof. He doesn't always get credit for that wrestling and that explosiveness. His ability to get it on a double, 90% of which he finishes, 10% of which he doesn't, but that's a darn good rate. But 100%, he gets to what we call concrete position. His hips are in, his head is up, his chest is high, and his hands are where they're supposed to be. I mean, his double leg, as far as getting to the position, is second to none. So I picked him in this fight, and I only picked him in this fight because I knew that he knew what he was getting into, and I will maintain for you the couple of times he's been surprised, it's because he didn't fully know. So you take a guy like Aljo, and you put him into a world title fight. If the evidence and the information we have been given remains to be true, he will be fighting for the world championship, which means he's walking into a fight that he knows exactly what he's getting into. I think that is the most dangerous Aljo you can possibly run into. I really think the only time that you're going to get the jump on him, and now you're talking about some tough boys at this point. Okay, you're talking about some rough dudes. They can all beat him, and he can beat all of them. I would just suggest for you that to see the right Aljo just simply means that he needs to recognize before he leaves the locker room what he's getting into. And when he does, and I do believe where he's going to sit within the division, which is going to be main events and world title fights, at least in the foreseeable future, the immediate future, I think you are going to get the best Sterling. And I will suggest for you, and I don't think you'll disagree with me now, that's a problem.